Secretary of War would want his son to join. Think of it as the golden rule test. Jesus said, "Do unto others that's what you would have done unto yourself."
I'm Dave Kinchin in Grand Blanc, tracking down the family of the LDS church shooter and finding out how businesses are supporting the victims. Next.
I'm Jessica Dupnack in Warren, where a mom allegedly loads up her 2 kids to go on a violent rampage, randomly running 10 people down before a very dramatic arrest.
Working for you. Fox 2 News at 10 starts now.
We begin with breaking news. The country is bracing for its first federal government shutdown in nearly 7 years. Senate Democrats voted down a Republican bill to keep the lights on, insisting they won't back a deal without guarantees on health care subsidies and Medicaid.
The 55-45 vote fell short of the 60 needed, setting up a likely shutdown after midnight. The White House has already ordered federal agencies to prepare for furloughs impacting hundreds of thousands of workers as both sides trade blame and dig in. We'll have more coverage throughout the evening.
Here at home, investigators continue to look for a motive in Sunday's deadly attack on a Grand Blanc Township church. Fox 2 has been doing some digging of our own. At the same time, we are watching local businesses step up for the victims. And Fox 2's Dave Kinchin is joining us now live from the Grand Blanc Township area. And Dave, what have you seen tonight?
Well, you know, it seems like everyone's really doing their part at this hour. There's so much sadness still in the air, but not just in the air, but on the ground. You can see this growing memorial here at the police barricade. This is as close as you can really get to that site of tragedy here in Grand Blanc. Flowers. In fact, somebody was just here kneeling, taking a moment to reflect in tears, in sadness, as all of this is still being processed by a very close-knit community. Meantime, we also know there are still many questions left unanswered. We go to video right now. We reached out to family members of the shooter, including his wife, trying to get some answers, but there was no answer there. We also stopped by an address listed for the suspect's family in Burton. Just as a woman there approached us as we were driving up into the driveway, she had a few words. Listen. We're Fox 2. Can we just...
I know, I understand that, but we are still need some privacy.
Can you tell us, are there any answers you can provide us? Okay. Well, meantime, Grand Blanc area businesses are pitching in to raise money and meet the needs of the victims in this time of immense tragedy. We spoke with the president of the area Chamber of Commerce as she returned from bringing food to some first responders who have been working around the clock. I asked what that business support looks like. Watch. Is it donating food, raising money, things like that?
Both. The food has been incredibly helpful, especially to our first responders who are working night and day and have been since the moment of the tragedy on Sunday. And then as far as money, there is a fund that has been set up for the families, and that is through Elga Credit Union and the Grand Blanc Township Police Department.
Got it. And this is your hometown. What has this done to you mentally, spiritually? What's going through your mind?
Well, you never think it's going to happen in your own hometown, and it hit really close, obviously, to home when we found out that this had happened. But being from this area, I am incredibly proud and humbled to serve this community in any way that I can, because they served and raised me.
And you can also donate to the victims and their families, the survivors and their families, via several verified GoFundMe pages that have been set up. Tens of thousands of dollars have already been raised. Now you can go to fox2detroit.com/links for a list of some of those pages there, some of those GoFundMes that are verified, and police are warning to keep in mind any other fundraisers that have not been confirmed are likely scams, so you really want to be careful there. There are tragically and outrageously people who like to take advantage of situations like this, so definitely be on guard. If you have any questions, you can check out fundraisers or check things out with police. They are working with the community for sure on all of this. That's the latest here in Grand Blanc. Dave Kinchin, Fox 2 News.
And Dave, the bright spot on this is that the community, and you hear from that woman right there, they're not letting this tragic event define them or their community. And it really just seems like if someone needs something, they'll be there to help them get through this. And if it's somebody impacted or directly impacted, they're going to help them.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. There's so many people here, and we know this from just covering Grand Blanc, positive things in this area. For those of us who've worked in Flint years ago, people here will give you the shirts off their backs if you need it. And now there's so much need emotionally, spiritually. There's a woman who got a group of people together, and they're just offering free hugs to people who may need that. We saw that after the tragedy at Michigan State a few years ago, the shooting there. So a lot of those same people really helping out here tonight.
Yeah, it's good to see. Thank you so much, Dave.
Now to this story, a local mom on a rampage. Police say she randomly ran down 10 pedestrians with her Jeep.
This spanned 2 counties, several cities, and to top it off, her kids were in the car with her at the time. Fox 2's Jessica Dubnak is now live in Warren with more on this unbelievable story. Walk us through this, Jessica.
Well, Taryn and Roop, we broke this story Friday night here on Fox 2, and since then, we've been watching the tally grow as far as random pedestrians that were run over. Warren police say it was all at the hands of a woman, a 30-year-old woman from Lake Orion, and as you said, she had her 12-year-old and 6-year-old in the car with her. Now, police tell me they believe she was having some kind of schizophrenic episode, possibly off of her medication, and her arrest, very dramatic arrest, was caught on video. Police say that's 30-year-old Rachel Ricklefs, hauled off by Warren police. She went with the fight. You could see that, allegedly biting and kicking officers at this Walmart off Van Dyke near 15 Mile Road. Now, it started in Royal Oak Friday night. She had her 12-year-old son and 6-year-old daughter in that SUV. Police say she was picking pedestrians randomly to run over in parking lots. 10 people in all with minor injuries, but one person had some broken bones. When she allegedly got to Clawson, her son was able to escape the SUV, but her daughter was with her during the several-hour ordeal as she headed east, allegedly hitting people along the way.
I can only imagine what it was like, how scared they must have been to be in the car, and that's something no officer, no parent, I don't think anybody in the community even wants to see a child in. So just a wide range of emotions on a scenario that we certainly can't plan for, we certainly can't train for, and it definitely one that is very unique.
You think about that little 6-year-old in the car witnessing all of that for hours. Now, per protocol, Warren police did have to alert CPS. I understand that the children are safe with family. Meanwhile, their mother racked up 18 felonies. She's being held on a hefty bond of $750,000. Reporting live in Warren, Jessica Dubnak, Fox 2 News.
Yeah, just terrible, especially with those children in the car. Do we have any idea about this woman's past? Has she had run-ins with the law before?
Well, that's the thing, Roop. She has a clean record, but interesting to note, she is actually a clerk with the Oakland County Circuit Court, so she knows the law side of things from the other way, and now she's being held in the Macomb County Jail.
Yeah, Jessica Dubnak for us live tonight. We'll talk to you tonight on The Edge at 11. Thank you.
An endangered missing alert has been issued for a Grosse Pointe Park woman. Police are now looking for 60-year-old Janet Michaels, last seen leaving her home in the area of Colonial Court and Mack Avenue. She is described as 5'6", 115 pounds, with reddish blonde hair. Officials say she could be in danger. Right now, Grosse Pointe Park police are asking anyone who sees Michaels or knows where she is to call 911 immediately.
All right, let's get a break here and talk about the weather here. What does Mother Nature have in store for us now?
Hopefully more of the same. Weather Authority Rich Luderman standing by with our forecast.
Taryn and Roop, yeah, it's going to be dry weather right into the weekend. Now, tomorrow and Thursday will be a notch cooler, but today's high, 81 degrees with all that sunshine, 82 Kalamazoo, even way up there in Ludington, 82 degrees. Cooling off now, 68 for us, 61 Port Huron, 65 out there in Grand Rapids. You can see it's all quiet. These are live pictures right here in Southfield. On average, we'll get down to 55, so quite comfortable for the rest of tonight. And then moving forward, this dry stretch continues. Next week, perhaps some rain. Roop, a full check in 20.
All right, Rich, talk to you then. The federal government is headed for a shutdown. We have the countdown clock up throughout the night here, but is Michigan heading that way too? What's happening in Lansing and the message the governor is sending to state workers? The news at 10 is coming right back.